In today's culture, we're so focused on success. I mean, everyone are profiling themselves on Facebook or Instagram as like, wow, I'm the best. Not really speaking about the downsides of their life, which is making you almost feel guilty if you don't have this smooth, successful lifestyle. But failure is such an important part of one's life. It's from failures we learn a lot. If we're afraid of failure, we will never experiment. We'll never dare to take any chances, take any risks.
Norman Swann is an architect. He's an older homosexual man. He came from a very wealthy British family with a good name, and he was not very successful as an architect. He contracted HIV back then, but was one of the lucky ones to survive.
The first part of the show we made for the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, that was his first home, and poor Norman went bankrupt and had to move to New York. We wanted to continue the story of Norman. It happened to be to here. There's a bit a symbol of old Europe, still believing in some traditional values and still having a bit of misconception of his own role in the world. We have put kind of elements from each our lives into that person, and then he's also functioning as a warning sign for us. If we write about this, we might not turn into being so bitter and grumpy as him.
Well, if you read the script, you can see he's like a little bit evil to people, other people that do mistakes.
He also considers himself a socialist, being like a supporter of the working class, but at the same time he received an OBE in London. He's not really consequent in his way of being judgmental or political correct. If you see, there's like a person who is always somehow appearing in the background, and that is kind of like Norman in different ages.
And on the wall opposite you have a building for the masses.
That's a poster that we invented ourselves because like Norman was a great believer in socially concerned architecture.
Yeah, there's a vulture on top of one of the bedposts. The vulture is called The Critic. The Critic has followed us now for several exhibitions over the last 3 or 4 years.
We all have kind of a vulture sitting waiting for us.